Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. I know I told you guys I was going to go down to Torzek Shelter on my own, but I was just poking around in Devon before I left, and I realized that we could talk to this guy named Ferris the Jeweler, who's kind of like the head or like the presence for the Carpenters Guild in Devon, and he's got this thing down here. Ferris has a job you could do for the guild, so I thought we'd do that. So you ask Ferris to go into details about the job he was considering you for. The half-elf strokes his chin in a delicate way. Oh, with a delicate hand heavy with rings, and then nods. So be it. As you know, I'm intrigued by rarities and relics of jewel crafting. There's one such item in particular that I've been trying to obtain for some time, only to be thwarted again and again. He leans closer and looks into your eyes. Have you heard of the blood of the Empress? When you tell him you have not, he continues in hushed tones. It is a most exquisite silver torque embedded masterfully with clear crimson-red rubies of varying sizes. According to ancient texts recovered from Thulin beyond the free cities, the rubies are droplets of a dying nameless god's blood, frozen into precious stones by the hatred of his killer, the demoness Ahas-Ihi. Although the Thulani gave the torque to their beloved Queen Nuat as a gift upon her marriage to their king, Emperor Aurelius of the Third Age invaded the city soon after and subjugated its people. Mighty as it was, Thulin could not stand up to the imperial might. With the king of Thulin dead, the emperor took Nuat as his own wife, but she murdered him on their wedding night before slitting her own throat. Her blood poured onto the torque, granting the gems the strangest of tinges. Dude, what a wild story. You let Ferris know that he is a gifted storyteller, to which he smiles with satisfaction. Perhaps what I am not is the owner of the blood, he says. See, its current owners are a family of down-and-out aristocrats who have refused to sell it to me because of my association with the guild. Even after I made sure that they go bankrupt, they refused. Now the blood will be up for auction in Larnak, but I can't send anyone closely associated with the Carpenters, for the owners will not allow any such agent to bid. I could send you, however. I'll give you plenty of coins, and you can keep whatever remains after the auction. Still, it is quite the responsibility. What do you think? Are you willing to do this for me? Yeah, I think this would be probably like a deception and persuasion kind of thing. We will take the job. Oh, sick! Get level 5 with the Carpenters Guild. Excellent, Vagrus. The guild and I would be more than grateful should you succeed, but woe betide you if you repay my trust with treachery. I may be a kind civil soul, but make no mistake, I will hunt someone who betrays me in such a manner to the ends of the world, and the Carpenter's reach has no limits. You tell him that you understand. I'm glad to hear that, Ferris says, and then produces a small sturdy chest from a drawer. He opens it and shows you rows of gold coins. Holy cow! I was gonna say, I've never even used gold coins in this game. How much is a gold coin worth? Each of these is a draka, a rare and amazingly valuable currency in the Fourth Age, and so you are looking at a fortune. Ferris closes the lid and then locks it using an iron key. You receive the chest first. Assuming a gold is either 10 silver or maybe even 100 silver, we either have 86 or 860 ourselves. So the fact that we have an entire chest of them is astounding. I was gonna say, hundreds of bros. This is worth hundreds of bros, as you are certainly aware. More than enough to win the bidding. So it must probably be 10 bros per adraka. So we would have our own small fortune as well, but still, that's a lot of money. More than enough to win the bidding. Once you reach Larnak, examine the contents of the chest to be familiar with the exact amount, and use only as much as necessary. You can keep the rest, just like I promised. Understood? You assure him that it is. Then and only then does he give you the key. The auction will take place at the Herctum Antiqua, a subsidiary of the Praeclarum, the luxury shop of the Lucernum district. I've been there before. Once there, sign up for it. You'll most likely have to wait a couple days. While you do not have to rush there because I have made it so that the auction will not begin without my agent in position, please do not make them wait long. And whatever you do, do not give away who you are working for. That would be disastrous. You hang the key around your neck on a leather string. Now, go and make us proud, the high elf says with a faint smile. Larnak awaits. Cool. Well, that's a fun mission. Rare jewelry? I don't really want to give him my bronze owl. Farewell, Ferris. Goodbye. All right, now we can head to Torzeg Shelter. I've just been kind of poking around in the cities when I get there and just trying to find all those little missions that I have not done yet. One that I know I haven't done and that is actually not that small of a mission is there's like I guess a mercenary band, the Dread Reavers. They have their own like small quest line that I think you pick them up in Torzeg Shelter and take them to Lumen to get that started. And I don't know how I've missed that for so long, but we definitely need to do that too. So maybe when we're going into Torzegs this time, we could grab them and take them over to Lumen. Get out of here. Oh, you know, we should have really talked to the carpenters about getting our level 5 reward while we were in Devon, because I think that's their headquarters. Oh, well. I wonder what my rep is with the factions. I'm curious, because I do have level 5 with a couple people now. I have 1,000 with House Venari, which is crazy. The Loaders Guild has dropped quite a bit. Darius is above 900. The Carpenters Guild is 950 now. I don't know. Is House Aqua who I'm currently selling salt to? I can't remember. Oh, and the Hanjari are level 5 too. So I've got pretty good rep with a lot of people. Just like no progress with the Chimera Legion. I think the only way to really push that along is to just like randomly attack Banduals out in the desert. And like I don't really wander the desert that much when we are in the Bronze Desert, so let's visit Buka. We haven't talked to Buka in forever. I've just been kind of running on by. Ask for the blessing. Ask about the rumors. And then trade. What you got? You got nothing! Alright, goodbye. Farewell. Oops. Alright, camp time. Play the lute. That's not a lute. A lute's a stringed instrument. What are you talking about? I should know, because my D&D character almost always has a lute. Except for the one time he had the Japanese banjo. Have you guys ever heard of the shamisen? That was probably my favorite D&D character, is he played the shamisen. And he was a troublemaker, just like me. Alright, in we go. Approach the guards. There's nothing here. To the Manzio. I was kind of wondering, so when we were in Devon, there's the wraiths that you can buy like dragon skulls and crap from. I was gonna check out if we had a dragon bone. Oh god, no. So you can buy it for it was like 27 bros. But yeah, it looks like you can't really make money by selling Dragonbone, like buying Dragonbone and selling Dragonbone, which is wild to think about because you're smuggling illegal crap around. You think people would be like all in to buy that for a lot of money, but apparently not. All right, we've turned in all of our stuff. We probably want to take stuff to go to Lumen and Larnak. But we're going to Lumen for sure. So let's take Lumen stuff first. And it's actually a pretty good paying deal to take stuff that's illegal. Because Lumen doesn't have any town guards. And let's see here. What's a good amount of food? Maybe we try to take one more thing to Lumen if it exists. Aha! There you go. All right, we filled our inventory entirely, which is impressive. Okay, so now what do we do? I can't remember where the Dread Reavers are. I feel like they're like in an inn somewhere. So let's go to the Civics District. The Gardens. Appreciate the many types of rare plants. Oh ho! Insight! Find some slime grass? Sure. Do something else? Talk to the superintendent? Questions? No, I don't have questions. Approach the gangs. Sell something to them. Oh hell yeah! I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell them the mushroom beer I just got. I will sell them some moon dust though. Hey, you guys want some drugs? Oops! I just sold them my pipe. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops. My bad. I don't think I was using that pipe though, so it's not that big a deal. The pipe of the old Colorish. Mine resistance. Yeah, I definitely wasn't using that pipe. All right, sell them some moon dust just to call it a day. Goodbye, gangs. Leave the gang territory. Goodbye, the gardens. Okay, where? They're probably at the Dragon's Nest, right? Aha! This one? Ah, this one! We found it. Okay, so we're talking to the Dread Reavers here. A fierce-looking mercenary captain is looking for transportation to the west. You are introduced to a group of mercenaries. I've never really looked at this art before. This is really good art, too. Look at this dangerous-looking mother effer. Holy cow. The Dread Reavers and their leader, Logdanar, a man with broad shoulders and a dark beard. He asks you to hear him out as he has a proposition for you. When you comply, he tells you that he and his boys, a dozen mercenaries, want to travel to the town of Lumen, where they are promised work. He would pay you handsomely if you take them there. I have a feeling I'm going to be speaking this guy's voice for a while, so I should come up with something good for him.
And who knows,
he says with a gap-toothed smile.
There might even be work enough for both of us. My contact told me 'tis a pretty big job.
How's that? That's pretty good. It's like a lower Harvick. Agree to take them to Lumen. They will pay you 7 bros. That's quite a lot. Dude, we could have used 7 bros when we were first starting. Excuse me. This would have been such an easy mission for us to take. All right, several passengers looking for a comitatus. You want to go to the Crimson Gate? That's the wrong direction. I'm sorry, people. We're going the other way. Visit the Do you think Tertia can help Javik at all? No. Not at all. Are there any mages about? The infirmary? This lady is too happy. Stop being so happy. All right, where could a mage possibly exist? So we went to Garrick's business, the Civic District. Probably not the Undercity, right? Maybe the Alchemist? That's a possibility. Let's go talk to him. Damp smoke? Nope. I guess an alchemist isn't really a wizard. They just make potions. They're more of a chemist than a wizard, huh? The Market District? Colorish? Dogs, bogweed, and an exquisite jewel. No thanks, guys. Braxius? Are you a wizard? Wrong. No, he's just a mercenary. What am Although I should always go visit Drius when I'm here because it makes Gorgoro happy. The temple? I have a feeling there's no wizards in Torzag Shelter. Because I honestly can't think of a wizard that exists in Torzag Shelter. What about the authorities? Bounties? Wrong. Alright, no wizards here, I don't think. Unless we just bump into a guy exploring the city. Defend yourself! We can hide. Yeah. We have like a million skulker points. If they found me, I would have been shocked. Alright. Transport the mercenary company to the Blind Chakra Tavern in Lumen. Aye aye. Let's take a rest. Check for passengers. Yeah, we could take the slaves to Crystal. Full fighting force. Do I want to continue getting more mounts to get rid of a beast of burden? I don't think it makes a ton of sense. Because if I got 5 more mounts, well, that would put us at 45, which would be 7. Okay, actually it does kind of make sense. Because I don't mind having a fighting crew of 35. You still don't have the crowded camps debuff at that rate. And then if we got up to basically a spare 87 cargo, we could drop one of the beasts of burden. And I think I'm okay with that. So 35 2 and 35 fighters. And I think that's a good amount of soldiers to have. Okay, let's leave. Nope, never mind. I haven't rested yet. I got distracted. Rest. Don't put your people to work. They'll get tired. Let's talk to Javik. Do you have any... I wonder, do you have any insight on, like, wizards we might find? Ask Javik what he has learned thus far. He has nothing to say. All right, you're not helpful at all. You asked us to help you, and you don't, like, you're just like, well, we'll just wander, I suppose. Ah, we have arcane text, but it's not been enough time yet, I guess. Okay. I think the arcane text is going to be the primary gift we give him. I don't think I want to gift him the amulet of concentration. I believe he currently has the amulet of concentration equipped on him, so... enough chatting. End the day. Exchange. Yeah, just double check the passengers and then we'll head out. Goodbye. Oops. Zoom. Over to Lumen we go. We'll definitely be able to drop off the Dread Reavers this episode. We might be able to make it over to Larnak too. Depends on what happens with the Dread Reavers, I suppose. I don't know anything about the questline other than you had to pick them up in Torzeg Shelter and take them to Lumen. That is the extent of my knowledge. You buggers. That's okay. I have 1,000,000 Osculite charms. Here you go. 1 charm. I just to picture this like weird little bone doll, and then you throw it and run the other way, and then the undead just like pile on top of it. That's just my picture of it. I have no idea if that's how it actually would work. But I enjoy the imagining of the situation. All right, turn these things in. No faction rewards in Lumen. What is all this? Did I buy? Oh, I'm stupid. I bought all this here, or I bought all that chitin in Devon before I left. Does Lumen like chitin? Is that a thing? I know you're supposed to sell it in Torzeg Shelter, so that's my bad. But I can't take this all the way to Larnak. Larnak doesn't like chitin. Right? It's even worse than at Larnak. Okay, I can sell it here and still make some profit. So that's not the end of the world. It's not as good as if I had actually been paying attention and sold it where I intended to, but it's fine. Goodbye. We're almost up to 9,000 bros anyway. I can make all sorts of errors with money and not have it affect me whatsoever. All right, let's go to the Blind Chakra. Drop off the Dread Reavers.
Well, well, we made it.
Is that the voice I was using? Logdanar sighs and pats you on your shoulder. Veterans of the Reavers are ordering drinks while the newer recruits are hauling their gear down to the rooms they have just booked.
Time for us to settle in and talk to our employer. Which reminds me, you still interested in helping out?
As you contemplate this, Logdanar hands you several silver coins for services granted.
No hard feelings if you don't want to. We'll be here for a while if you do, though.
Yeah, you might discuss this later. Oh, can I just turn around and talk to him? Yeah. Let's talk to him right now. You're like walk out the door and you walk back in. You're like, hey, I've thought about it. A couple of Reavers mill about the common room of the Blind Chakra during the daylight hours. It takes a few minutes for them to get Logdanar for you. Ask him about this cooperation he has kept mentioning.
So, you're still interested, eh?
Logdanar flashes you a gap-toothed smile.
Good. I'd like to work with you, truth be told. Our job requires transportation. Even though we could travel to our destination by ourselves, there's a lot of advantages to having you back us up. Let us sit and I'll tell you the details.
The two of you find a quiet corner in the common room and sit down with mugs of cool mushroom ale.
We were hired to retrieve some precious cargo from a tectum under the nearby Calaris. Suffice to say that it won't be up recovered easily. The catch is we'd need protection against the conditions of the damn crystal forest. You know, like, you can't just stroll in there during the day, else you get cooked right and proper. Or go blind. Anywho, we'll need that stuff. I'm willing to go 50-50 with you if you get the protective equipment. What say you?
We already got all the stuff. We've been going through the crystals for years. Tell him you already have the means to enter the Kalari and that you accept the offer. Logdenar's eyes go wide. Dude, I feel like I would be a legend in these parts. Obviously, they can't, like, program this into the game. But I've been going through the Crystal Forest for like, between Lumen and Crystal for at least years in-game at this point. So I feel like everybody in town, in both of those towns would be like, you know the Vagrus that just, like, walks through the forest of crystals? Yeah, that guy's nuts.
Whoa, you aren't just an A? I should know that a serious professional like you is already well equipped for any job. Alright then. We can set out right away, or wait some more if you have things to do. Come back here when you're ready to go. Let me also tell you that we're headed north to the Calaris Valley where we rendezvous with our guide, and from there into the North Calaris. Prepare accordingly, mate. This is going to be a long ride.
Return the readers once you're ready to the reavers once you're ready to set out. Okay. I don't think we're ready, partially because we don't have a lot of supplies, and I think we're going to need at least, like, probably, like, 10-ish days to deal with this. Supplies, that is. Because it'll probably take, like, 2 to 3 days to get up into the Calaris Valley and find the guy, get over here a day or two, and then get back. So we'll probably want at least a dozen days worth of supplies, and I don't think there's enough in Lumen to make this work. So, I think we'll head over to Crystal and then Mirage Beyond and go do the Larnak thing. But then we'll come right back and we'll help the Reavers out with their situation. I think we'll be on the safe side and get 8 days worth of supplies here. Oh, we do need to rest though. Let's go ahead and rest. Okay, I'm excited for that mission. I think it'll be pretty fun to help the Dread Reavers with their mercenary work. It's like Fire Emblem. Okay, leave the city. Cargo. That's not right. Heat shielding crystal. See, we're gonna demonstrate right now how we do this. Protective gear. Zoom on through. Ta-da! Go ahead and extend your march a little bit. We could take the gear off as well, which we should. It's good practice. You get a little more movement out of it. Ta-da! Go ahead and rest. Ooh, dude, did you see all the stats we generated? We got 2 obedience and a vigor. Neat. Okay. Now we'll put our gear back on, and then I'm going to force march through the crystals to get to Crystal in 1 day. Something else, if I ever remember to do it, we could work on is to deliver stuff to help develop Crystal. I never remember. It's like marble and timber. But if that was something we wanted to do, we could do that. Alright, let's reset up our gear here. Combat crystal. Tents, please. There we go. I should sell these mount blankets. I don't know why I have 2. Here, have that. Okay. And then arcane, blah, 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 blah. Okay, none of the stuff we're looking for. We'll rest in the Manzio. Get some vigor back. Call it a day. And then head out to Mirage. And then we'll go to Larnak Beyond. Ah, no morale today. Everybody's upset. That's okay. We got it back. Fully guarding is very useful in this game. Alright, we'll do a tiny... Go away. We'll do a tiny little force march at the end of the day here. House Aqua is in charge this time. Arkin Devon. I almost called it Arkin Darkin and Devon. What's up with Euless? Do you have anything? Advice? Story? All right, you got nothing for me. All right. Exchange. We do want to get food here. We'll buy all the food. It's cheapest here in this region of the world. And then we'll rest. Don't put your people to work. And then end the day. All right, onward. Cool. And then when we get to Larnak here, I think I went the wrong direction. We're supposed to go this way instead of down and around. Little inefficient. That's okay, though. This is the route you take if you want to bypass the crystals and whatnot. Which we might do on the way back, actually, because we're going directly to Lumen, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to go to Crystal. Like, up to Mirage and Crystal. I guess it depends on if we want to get cheap supplies or not. But like I said, we're so rich. We can kind of get away with being, like, really inefficient at this point and still not losing money, so. Into Larnak. Heck yeah. Okay. We are here. Head to the Manzio. Cool beans. Okay, so let's pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.